Some stories make the headlines, and others stay buried in the island breeze. From the heart of the Borinquen, from the center of Texas, I am Gina G, and this is Allegedly. In the last episode, we talked about the case that made me pause, the story of Madeline Soto. This week, we go to Puerto Rico, to Vieques actually, to a woman whose name has become a rallying cry for justice. Her name is Yarelis Gonzalez. Yarelis was reported missing for several days before her body was found in Puerto Real, Vieques. She was discovered wrapped inside a bag, a detail that shocked the island. Authorities later arrested her partner in connection with her death, though many questions remain to this day unanswered. No confirmed forensic cause of death or full investigative record is available for public record. All the information that I have gathered on this and every episode of Allegedly, it is public record. I was able to gather as much as I could for some personal informants. In Puerto Rico, stories like Yarelis resonate deeply. We see faces, name, grief, anger, but also familiar patterns: heartbreak, ignored, justice delayed, families left to fight in the shadows. Her family, the community response was that her family accepted donations to help for the funeral and related expenses, a burden of grief and cost that too many families share. In the aftermath, locals criticized slow investigative response and missing evidence. An island like Vieques can't hide secrets, but systems can. When her case was reported, locals claimed that the response was slow, missing evidence, delayed follow-ups, bureaucracy made truth harder to see. We have fragments, a name, a partner accused, and a community still awaiting for closure. Unfortunately, again, this investigation has not concluded and is currently an active investigation on the island of Puerto Rico. And if you have any information, please make sure that you contact the local authorities. Now we go to the next part. If you ever watched Psycho, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or Silence of the Lambs, you have seen echoes of Ed Gein, a quiet reclusive from Plainfield, Wisconsin, who shocked the world in 1957. When police entered his farmhouse, they found what no one could have ever imagined: human remains turned into household items. Like who? Anyway, masks made from human skin, bowls made from skulls, furniture covered in flesh. 2 women confirmed killed by Gein, Mary Hogan and Bernice Warden. But investigators believe there were more, exhumed from local graves. If you've watched Netflix's Monster, the Ed Gein story, you know that he was in fact a grave digger. Why? It's so gross. Anyway, so with that being said, his response to the police, Gein told the police he wanted to build a woman's suit so he could become like his late mother. A disturbing mix of grief, delusion, and obsession blurred the line between devotion, horror, and what is insanity. He was declared legally insane and spent the rest of his life in a mental institution until his death in 1984. His crimes never died. They became pop culture, he became a myth, and the face of the monster that horror films loves to explore, but real life rarely explains. This character was played by Charlie Hunnam. Those of you who've seen Sons of Anarchy, and by the way, he did an amazing job. I mean, it was almost hard to tell the difference between the actual Ed Gein and Charlie. It was an amazing show. Netflix did an amazing job, as they did with the Menendez brothers, as well as they did with the Jeffrey Dahmer story, which we all know that was rocketed. I mean, it's the parent to so many memes. But here we are. Now, here's where the connection hits home. While we turn killers like Ed Gein into cinematic icons, women like Yarelis Gonzalez are reduced to hashtags and forgotten headlines. The difference? Gein's story was immortalized in film. Yarelis' story barely made the news. And that's the imbalance that drives Allegedly. To take back the narrative, to humanize the victim, and remind the world that evil doesn't always wear a mask. Yarelis was someone's daughter, someone's sister, somebody's aunt, someone's love, someone's story, somebody's forever. And we owe her more than headlines. We owe her the truth, even if incomplete. So if you have information regarding Yarelis Gonzalez's case, please make sure that you contact your local authorities. It would help. See something, say something. We have people and family members with unanswered questions. We owe that to her. Now, thank you for listening to Allegedly. Next week, in the next episode, we will dig onto another case that blurs law, love, and justice. And what happens when the system fails twice? From the heart of the Borinquen and in the center of cold Texas, I'm Gina G, and this was Allegedly. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have the day you deserve.